Welcome to the Ultimate Horror Movie Quiz. 25 questions in total. With most questions, you'll get about 10 seconds to answer. If I'm looking for multiple answers, you'll get a bit longer. And if you need even longer than that, simply pause the video. And as suggested by a couple of my viewers, the answers are going to be at the end of the video. That way, if there's a question and the answer's at the back of your head but you can't quite get it, at least you've got till the end of the video to work it out. So here we go, enjoy! Question 1. In what movie did Annabelle the doll first appear? Question 2. Which of these movies does not feature a killer clown? Is it It, Terrified, Mockingbird, or Poltergeist? Question 3. How many days after watching the tape in The Ring do you die? Question 4. In which two horror films would you hear the line, "We all go a little mad sometimes"? You'll get a point for each correct answer. Question 5. Who is the villain in the original Friday the 13th movie?
Jesus Christ, you don't know the rules?
Have an aneurysm, why don't you?
There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie.
Question 6. According to Scream, there are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie. Name the 4 rules and you'll get a point for each correct answer. Question 7. How long is all crime legal for in The Purge? Question 8. Who did Captain Elliot Spencer later become? Was it Jigsaw, Pinhead, Freddy Krueger, or Leatherface? When Carrie goes on stage after being voted prom queen, bullies they douse her with the blood of what animal? Question 10. In The Shining, what is the significance of red rum? Red rum. Question 11. How many versions of The Thing are there? Question 12. Whose game leaves Carla chained to the bedposts? 13. What is the first creature that Jay sees in It Follows? Is it old woman, naked woman, young boy, or tall man? Which of these movies is not based on a Stephen King novel? Is it Misery, Pet Sematary, The Others, or The Mist? What classic horror movie features a serial killer in a spray-painted William Shatner mask? What kind of supernatural being does Chloe Grace Moretz play in Let Me In? In the classic movie Poltergeist, what grabs Robbie through his bedroom window?
Okay, let's get down to business. The way I see it, someone's out to make a sequel. You know, cash in on all the movie murder hoopla. So it's our job to observe the rules of the sequel. Number 1.
18. According to Scream 2, what are the 3 rules of a sequel? And once again, you will get a point for each correct answer. Finish this line. All work and no play. With just a few questions left, please let me take this opportunity to very quickly say, if you are enjoying the quiz and would like to see more like it, plus a lot more horror content, please do subscribe to the channel. Click that bell button, the like button, comment below. All these things, they help a small channel like mine slowly grow into a bigger channel, and it means more than you know, it really does. 20. Who is Laurie Strode's brother? Dr. Hannibal Lecter, an imprisoned cannibalistic serial killer, he helps the FBI track down which fictional criminal in Silence of the Lambs? What was the first horror film to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars? Was it The Exorcist, Psycho, The Silence of the Lambs, or The Shining? Which of these horror films has never been given a remake? Is it Cannibal Holocaust, The Entity, I Spit on Your Grave, or House of Wax? Everyone knows the original killer in the Saw series is Jigsaw, but what is his real name? And your final question, 25, which can also be used as a tiebreaker. How many people associated with The Exorcist died during production? Which is creepy stuff. So let's do those answers. If you've taken part with family members or friends, switch your papers around if you want to, you know, if you don't trust each other. But here we go. Number 1 was, in what movie did Annabelle the doll first appear? It was The Conjuring. Question 2, which of these movies does not feature a killer clown? It, Terrified, Mockingbird or Poltergeist? It was Mockingbird. 3, how many days after watching the tape in The Ring do you die? The answer is 7. Question 4, in which 2 horror films would you hear the quote, "We all go a little mad sometimes"? Get a point if you got Psycho or Scream. Question 5, who was the villain in the original Friday the 13th? It was not Jason Voorhees, it was his mother, Pamela. Question 6, according to Scream, what are the rules to successfully survive a horror film? Give yourself a point if you got never have sex, never drink, never do drugs, or never say "I'll be right back." 7, how long is all crime legal for during the Purge? It is 12 hours. 8, who did Captain Elliot Spencer become? It was Pinhead, or Pinface, as I said to my friends, and haven't lived it down since. Question 9, in Carrie, when she goes on stage after being voted prom queen, bullies, they douse her with the blood of what animal? It is a pig. 11, in The Shining, what is the significance of red rum? Red rum is murder, spelled backwards. 11, how many versions of The Thing are there? There's 3, in 1951, 1982 and 2011. 12, whose game leaves Carla chained to bedposts? It is Gerald. Nice little gem on Netflix, that one. 13, what is the first creature Jay sees in It Follows? It is a naked woman. 14, which of these horror movies is not based on a Stephen King story? The answer is The Others. 15, what classic horror movie features a serial killer in a spray-painted William Shatner mask? It is Halloween. 16, what kind of supernatural being does Chloe Grace Moretz play in Let Me In? She is a vampire. 17, in Poltergeist, what grabs Robbie through his bedroom window? It was a tree. 18, according to Scream 2, what were the rules of a sequel? Number 1, give yourself a point for each one. The body count is always bigger. Number 2, the death scenes are more elaborate. More blood, more gore. And 3, now here's the thing, the third rule is not explained in the final cut. Although in the teaser trailer, they do say never ever, under any circumstances, assume the killer is dead. So if you got either of those, that the third rule wasn't given, or that never assume the killer is dead, have a point. 19, finish the quote, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. 20, who is Laurie Strode's brother? It is Michael Myers. 21, Dr. Hannibal Lecter, he helps the FBI track down which fictional criminal in Silence of the Lambs? The answer is Buffalo Bill. 22, what was the first horror film nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? It was The Exorcist, which actually earned 10 Oscar nominations in 1974, including a Best Supporting Actress nod for Linda Blair, who was just 15 at the time. Of course, I knew that at the top of my head, it's not in my notes. 23. Which of these horror movies has never seen a remake? The answer is The Entity. 24. What is the real name of Jigsaw? It is John Kramer. And 25, which can also be used as a tiebreaker, how many people associated with The Exorcist actually died during production? The answer is 9, which is very, very eerie. During production. I'm going to have to do a video on that. To be continued. Anyway, how did you do in the quiz? Let me know in the comments below. Chances are there will be a part 2. If there's any horror films you think I should have mentioned in part 1, let me know again in the comments below and I'll try to feature them next time. Thank you for taking part. It is always a pleasure. Check out the channel for more horror content. And until next time, I bloody love you. Bye bye.